For this week's video, we will be covering conversions, and I will be solving the difficult questions. As you will see, it will not be as difficult as you may think. So, the first question says, a tin of soup has the following information on the label. Protein 4 grams, carbs 8.7, and fats 5.8 grams, with 200 grams of total. What fraction of the soup is protein? Give your answer in the simplest form. As we can see, there are 4 grams of protein in 200 grams of soup. And now we can see that 4 divided by 200 can actually be simplified. Both divided by 4, meaning we get 1 over 50. What percentage of the soup is carbohydrates? So to write it in a percentage, it is going to be the same approach. We will be first writing it as a fraction, and then converting it into a decimal times 100. So percent of the carbs is 8.7 grams over 200 times 100, which will equal to, after typing it in your calculator, 4.35%. For the next question, it is asking us, Sima drinks a 2.5 liter water each day. A full glass holds 125 milliliters of water. How many full glasses of water does Sima drink in each day? So to first have them as the same amount of units, we will want to convert either one of them. So we can either convert liters into milliliters or milliliters into liters. For the sake of this question, I will be converting the milliliters into liters. So 125 milliliters is equal to 0.125 liters. I hope you're all comfortable in doing so, because there are 1,000 milliliters in 1 liter. And then to see how many cups or full glasses of water she drinks in a day, we will be dividing the total 2.5, divided that by 125. So we'll do 2.5 liters divided by 0.125. And put this into your calculator, we get 20 glasses. You could also do it another way by finding what 0.125 is as a fraction, and we can see that 0.125 is actually 1/8, which means we can do 2.5 multiplied by 8, which means we also get 20. For the last question, it is asking us, the top speed of a car is 54 meters per second. Change the speed into kilometers per hour. So 54 meters per second, and we want to convert meters to second to kilometers per hour. Well, there are several approaches to this, and if you do this for a long time, you will directly memorize that it will be multiplied by 3.6. But to figure out why that is, we will be taking it slow. So we will want to first convert meters into seconds, which means we have 54 meters per second is equal to 0.054 kilometers per second. And now we know that we want to figure out how many hours there are in a second. We know that in 1 hour there are 60 minutes, and in 60 minutes there are 60 seconds. So in 1 hour there are 60 minutes times 60 seconds, which means there is 3,600 seconds in 1 minute. Now all we have to do, since it is meters per second into kilometers per hour, we will be multiplying the 0.054 by 3,600. So 0.054 times 3,600 will equal to 194.4 kilometers per hour. And that is the last question.
Change 6,200 centimeters squared into meters squared. For this question, it is not a simple centimeter to meter conversion. This is because the question is about area. It is centimeters squared to meters squared. This means that instead of dividing by 100, we must divide by the square of 100 to change the area from centimeters squared into meters squared. Therefore, 6,200 divided by 100 squared equals 0.62 meters squared. To understand the question, let's take an area of 6,200 centimeters squared. For example, a 62 by 100 centimeter rectangle. If we convert these values into meters, it becomes a 0.62 by 1 meter rectangle. And if we multiply these two to get the area, we see that the area in meters squared is indeed 0.62. Write the recurring decimal 0.2 recurring as a fraction. For this question, what we have to do is first set the recurring decimal that we have as x. X equals 0.2 recurring. Then we'll have to multiply x by 10 repeatedly until we have two values with the same recurring decimals. In this case, we'll only need to do that once. To get x equals 0.2 recurring and 10x equals 2.2 recurring. We will then take away x from 10x. 10x minus x equals 9x. 2.2 recurring minus 0.2 recurring equals 2. Resulting in 9x equals 2. And x equals 2 over 9.